Hello and welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program. We're playing version 0.22. We are doing the career mode and we're currently in orbit around Duna with our first interplanetary mission with a manned, crew, our first interplanetary manned mission. So once we hit the other side of this orbit, we are gonna detach our lander and head for a landing. Believe it or not. Okay, so on dock, move yourself a smidge away. No, the other way. We're in a 90-degree orbit. How much RCS do I have in this? Plenty. We're gonna deorbit ourselves with the RCS then. Or gonna try to anyway. Should be doable. I could do it with the engines. I really could, and I'm seriously considering doing that. In fact, that was the original plan, but at the same time, I'd rather save my fuel if I can. About 30 points of monopropellant will be more than enough for us to do our docking maneuvers, so I'm frankly not that concerned for spending a bit of it, whereas the fuel will be important, every drop of it, for getting back into orbit, so that's the thing. I'm thinking about 8,000 should be sufficient to deorbit us rather securely, and that's our RCS allowance as well. Okay, and those are various sets of parachutes. I should have two up closer to the top, no? No, I don't. Oh, okay. Well, then we'll use these two here. Okay. RCS off. Okay, looking good. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Alrighty, the sun is coming up, that's nice. I'm gonna have to keep the actual solar panels drawn in while we're heading through the atmosphere for obvious reasons, namely I don't want to lose them. Okay, point like this, come in retrograde. Okay, are we in the atmosphere yet? I think we are. Could be, should be, possibly. Okay, heading through the atmo. Still picking up speed though, it's really thin up here. Right, that is again looking good. Crew report. Okay, any more crew reporting? Okay, looking good. So, at some point, I'm gonna start really slowing down. I would think. And transmit that as well, cause science is cool. Not that we need that much, we're pretty good on the parts we have available, and we can do some pretty epic shit with what we already have. But still, science is cool. I want to make it a little further over the terrain, that's why I'm not deploying the drogue chutes yet. Namely to that valley, I suppose, or crater, or whatever it is. Once I get over there, it's gonna start chilling out. And that looks like it's gonna be our landing spot in any case, so... Okay, we're really starting to slow down. I'm just gonna burn off a bit more of that. Actually, first things first, let's check our vertical alt. Oh, cool! Okay, heading down at a down already. Okay, time to deploy the chutes. There we go. We are shooted now. Should be safe-ish. They should deploy fully soon. Okay, there we go, and deploy those. That's looking good. Okay, now we just need to drift down and we should be quite safe, I would think. There we go. So, altitude is at 1000. The normal chute should deploy at about, well, 500, as we well know. Okay, let's watch our speed. Are we gonna need to fire our engines? Yeah, looks like I could deploy another set of chutes, but I'm not going to. It's I don't really see much of a point in that, to be honest, so I'm not gonna. $200. 100. Now there is a chance the landing legs could take it even at 10 meters per second, but I'd rather not test it, to be honest. So we're gonna land this way. There we go, we are down, toggle the thingy. And let's log some data. Keep that, we're gonna keep everything here. Keep that, and hello. Yeah, we're gonna keep that as well. We are gonna transmit a crew report. I'm gonna deploy our solar panels. Get up, derpy little fuck. The surface consists of grainy, very fine sand-like dust and appears to be getting everywhere. Business as usual then. After much testing, you determined that red sand castles are plausible. Well, that's good. Extend that ladder, and that's about... Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! Never mind. Okay. Damn it. There. That's a fine name for a site, I would say. Okay. I could repack these, I'm not going to, however. So, this... Yeah. Let's just go for it. Damn it! Just a smidge too late on pulling those in. Well, it shouldn't matter. There are solar panels on the main ship, it's just sucky this way. Hopefully we're not gonna lose too much speed to the atmosphere. Luckily the atmosphere is thin and we have 2000 meters per second of delta wind, which should theoretically be enough to take off from here and rendezvous with our ship. Unless everything goes horribly wrong, in which case we're screwed. Ever so slightly. But you know, things are what they are. And we so need to climb much higher. if he comes crashing back down to Duna, I'm gonna be so very disappointed, actually. Oh, please make it into orbit, you little shit. You can do it, come on, the atmosphere isn't that bad. Climb, you fucker, climb. Okay, good job. Damn, we're losing speed to Atmo. We're gonna have to keep the engines running as a smidge of their power just to keep us from losing too much. Well, we're high enough now that it's not making that big difference. We're gonna have to wait in orbit before we are able to come in for docking, but that should not be a particular problem. We might even have a smidge of fuel left over when we dock to fill up those engines on the interplanetary vessel. Hopefully, possibly, maybe, maybe not. But we are into space at least, which is good. That would certainly be a good thing. Okay, there we go, apoapsis. Now then, let us look for... First things first, we need a stable orbit. That must be, by all means, our absolutely first priority. A stable orbit and then everything else. Okay, and looks like on the next pass we can get close enough to start working on a docking maneuver. Excellent! We might actually have a smidge of fuel left over when we're done with this. Perfect! Just perfect. So that's looking fine. Damn it, we are too low down. Gonna do it like this then. There we go. Come on, start climbing again, you bastard. There you go. And once it's above 60 we can start... Actually, we can do one more thing to make our job a bit easier. We can turn it around, like so. So that it's pointing on the north-south line. There we go. And we're switching back. That parachute sound, that's encouraging. Set as target 1.9 kilometers. Just next door as far as space is concerned, really. And now we're heading the wrong way, so let's adjust our trajectory the way it should be. Okay, that is really good. Okay, want to keep burning off speed, not adding speed, so we're gonna burn here. How's our fuel? Still have a smidge. That's good. Okay. Either way, we're gonna need to bring back this thingy because it has all the experiments. But the central part can be deorbited on RCS. And I fracking hate the orbital cam. I mean, really, it's so awkward. We're getting awful close. Let's again get closer, but at the same time slow down. And right about now we need to really slow down. There we go. Let's just drift close enough to Okay, so north-south, eh? Okay, there we go. That's looking rather good. I'm gonna switch to RCS now and do something like this. Coming like that. How's our RCS? We should have plenty. Okay, just slowing myself down and correcting my trajectory. It's perfectly ordinary docking, nothing to particularly worry about. We're slightly off target on our heading, but other than that, also we need to even it out, and there we are, we've docked. We are nice and ready now. Still have those two solar panels. And apparently they're not getting any sun. Really? Well, that sucks. Still, okay. One of these has less than the others. Let's start with that then, shall we? No, 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 the other way, the other way. And it has a different amount of oxidizer and fuel. Crap, that's really awkward. Okay. So... Okay. So, the opposite one. This needs more oxidizer. I should have one of these with still something. So, I'm gonna give it the oxidizer from this one, and that should leave things more or less balanced, I think. Close enough for government work. Okay, so that's fine-ish. Oh, and that's detachable, but we're not going to be doing that. Okay, and yeah, but I'm going to have to put in a cut here for the simple reason that, well, we're going to have to wait until Kerbin and the, well, Duna are in proper alignment, so I'll see you in a second. I'm going to glue the parts together so you won't notice a difference, but I'm going to have to make a cut here, so see ya. Okay, so it's time we planned and actually executed our maneuver for returning to Kerbin, so let us just target our home world, such as it is, and attempt to set up a maneuver which will hopefully work out and everything will be PG. Hopefully. Maybe. Hopefully. I'm guessing about 800 or so will do. Yes, no, maybe. Maybe. Angle could be a lot better. Like so then. Okay. So our closest approach would be here. But that seems a bit excessive. There we go. It occurs to me that we might not have enough fuel to do this, so we'll have to do aerobraking at Kerbin. Unfortunately. Okay, so up means down. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Mucho good. That is killing the node. Good. And that's about as good as we can make it. Okay. Okay, we want to bring this as low as possible with the initial maneuver. Just cause it'll be awesomer that way. Okay. Okay, that actually about as perfect as we can get it. So that will have to do. Our burn is in 30 minutes game time. We want to control from here, of course. And since, well, it's about time for our burn. Well, since I have to burn pretty soon, it's time we got rid of those. Because, you know, those are trash. We need to get rid of them. So, yeah, goodbye. Also, RCS wise, we want to. Oh, there's still some there. So we'll leave about. Well, we'll transfer most of it over. Well, most of it. Should be good. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to save at least one of these Kerbals, if not both. I'm still hoping we'll be able to save both, but I only have these well, quarter drain tanks of fuel here for the actual nuclear engines, and that is a bit worrying since it's not a lot. Okay, just so that they calculate, so that the game calculates how long a burn I can manage. Righty, so approaching our burn mark. And we are more or less here, so let's make a final trajectory adjustment and go for it. Physical time warp should not be a significant problem, considering that... Okay, that burn is happening way faster than I expected. Oh, no, it isn't. But, well, a bit faster anyway. And apparently we're now on an escape trajectory, because the camera switched automatically. It does that, believe it or not. You want to... It's actually pretty responsive right now, strangely enough. Have enough oomph to... Okay, too much. I'm using the RCS to bring it down, and that's about as good as we can get it. Should be good enough. Alright, and now we just head on over there. And goodbye, Duna, was fun to visit, and damn it, it fucked it up. Of course it did, of course it fracking fucked it up. It always does this when you switch spheres of influence. Bastards! God damn it. I'm low on freaking fuel, I can't afford this shit. God damn it. Well, we'll save one of these guys at the very least. Don't know about the guy in the command pod, but we'll save the guy on the in the lander. Okay, so getting close enough, and then we'll just... Okay, so what is this looking like? Where's the freaking problem? Okay. Okay, I'll just burn towards the sun, and that should adjust our parapsis downwards. At this distance it should be a relatively small adjustment. And northwards. Let's see. No, that is bringing it up. It's so difficult to see. And damn it, stop spinning up. God damn it. Suddenly it's turning into one of those missions, you know? Really sucky ones. Okay, so we're more or less on the mark there. We just need to burn towards the planet then. God damn it, game. Actually, no, that's not right either. We need to burn forwards, I think, more than anything. Yes, no, maybe. That or retrograde. Yeah, that's bringing it up, so we need to burn retrograde. Downwards just ends up being ineffective. And I really need to get this perhaps really, really far down. Because we just need to. Okay, that's looking goodish. And it looks like we will pass Kerbin on the South Pole there. Or not. Well, okay, that pretty much killed that. Good. Good, good, good. Still have enough fuel for adjustments. It's we will need to do an aero brake, and I'm trying to save some fuel here, and damn it, it still sucks. Okay, we're in 270 orbit. Have to adjust it downwards, and we'll have to do an aero brake. God damn it! The way this thing turns is really annoying sometimes. Honestly. For fuck's sake. Okay, let's just get it downwards then. And that is really bad. Look at that fuel drain, that's oh so ungood. Okay, we can get it down to a manageable level. It's just gonna suck. Okay, so let's do this and hope we bounce. Okay, and retract these because we do not want them broken. If we can avoid it, that is. Okay. Oh, shit. Talk about shitty angles, huh? We need to lose enough speed to drop into an orbit, then we can push this thing into a slightly higher orbit on the periapsis side and just make that orbit stable, and then we can just, well, suppose survive, keep the craft. We're gonna turn ourselves retrograde here, because it's the only sensible thing we can do, and hope this thing doesn't shake itself apart. And hope also that we lose enough speed. We should. At least enough not to escape again, but it's gonna be iffy. Okay, and we should also see some nice flame effects. Wow, they're starting pretty high up too. Epic. Alright. We are losing speed. What we want is to not have an escape trajectory. That's our priority. Still dropping lower into the atmosphere. Still dropping. We should lose enough speed, I think. Should. Okay, there we are. Okay, good. Now, what we need to manage is to actually climb out again. Which should be relatively easier. Since we do have a lot of speed and we're starting to climb again. Guess we'll see how well I judged it, eh? Yeah, we are losing speed rather. Damn it, I fracking hate the free camera. Sorry, the orbital camera sometimes. It's really rather uncool. Okay, physical time warp. Okay, 35,000, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Okay, we are climbing back out again. Excellent. And that is essentially a 240 apoapse, which is good. Now the angle is gonna be horrible, but still we should be able to refuel and reuse this with a bit of effort. So that's good. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna push ourselves into a higher orbit after dumping our, you know, lander, or the part which is land anyway. Okay, we will need to be pointed, actually no, we won't. We'll point ourselves like, well, we'll just swing it away like this, and we'll point ourselves retrograde. Sorry, prograde in order to do this, and that should be fine. It's gonna be a nasty orbit, a really nasty one, but it will be stable, which is good, so we'll be able to, well, actually reuse this thing. Just gonna make it as roundified as possible. 250 and 230, that is, well, not ideal, within acceptable parameters. And you, aren't you getting sick of that? Turn that on. Okay, and okay, so all of the chutes EVA, and try not to screw anything up. Repack that and repack that as well. There we go. And now it's time to return our little lander module thingy. So, coming on in nicely. Can use the time warp here, and lots of it. We coming near the... no, not really, no. Oh well, this will have to do though. There we go, that should be fine. Come on, there we go. And flames? No, not yet. Yeah, there's that silly little island there, all icy and shit. So it wants to turn prograde. Fine, fine, fine. Review. Keep. Alright. Looks like we're gonna go for a splashdown. Not that I mind, but apparently those parachutes are not gonna be deploying that way. Which is fine. Okay. These will though. So that's fine. Deploy chute. There we go. And deploy chute. So could you kindly turn around and face retrograde for me, duckling? Please. Please, for me. Yes, no, yes. There we go. Good. 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 Okay. And we just go on down, I suppose. And hope that everything does not fly to hell. Ah! No, stay under control. Point the right way, you bastard. No! Like this. Like this. No! Fucker. There. Like this. Yes. Please. Like this. Holy crap, it didn't explode. Okay. Okay, so a bit of a messy mission, really, but it worked out alright, I suppose. Next, we're gonna be sending a probe to Joule, or two probes. Drop them in the atmosphere of Light and Joule and just let them drip down, and that should be fine, I think. But, well, that's obviously for next time. We're gonna recover this vessel and then we're gonna check out what science we can get, and then we'll see, I suppose. Whoa! Beautiful. So we can start getting pretty much everything. Mainsails. Maybe, but not quite. Let's get some plane parts. Okay, that's good. And that's us being more or less out of science. But that's fine. We've got plenty of more from sending a probe to Joule. Anyway, that's it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this and I'll see you guys next time.